Yep, there's an engine block in the back of my wife's car. That's a 420A engine block beside the stroller. She's super thrilled about it being back here. Not really. We do need to get this out of the car. It's really heavy. I had this given to me. I went and bought 2 cylinder heads off a friend of mine. He said, hey, you want an engine block? I'm like, yeah, man. Now, the crank wasn't in good shape. It was going to have to be turned because it had such bad surface rust on it. But this block is actually in really good shape. And when you offer me car parts for free, I don't ever say no. Well, let's take a look at the Eclipse in all her snot booger glory. It ain't gonna be green long. You know, I got to look in. This thing actually had a pearl in it at one time. I've known about this car for years. Actually had an opportunity to buy this back in 2016, I believe. But me and the owner had a falling out right before I was gonna buy it, and he wouldn't sell it to me no more. So, yeah, that's kind of how it works. So here's what we're gonna try to do today. We need to get this in this shop here. Let me show you what's in the shop. And we need to get this girl out of the shop. I did not bring the tail lights, and I really do not want it outside the shop. I got a set of tail lights here, I believe. We're gonna put this thing in storage just for a little bit. I need to get this thing in the shop and get it tore down. I know a lot of people are gonna be upset about that. Let me zoom out here. There we go. Now we can kind of see what's going on. We need to get this thing in the shop, get the motor out of it. Once we get the motor on the stand, not too super huge that it's in here. This one right here just needs some, let me turn the light on. It's really freaking dark in here, dude. Oh, God. Yep, about fell. This one right here just needs the coolant lines fixed. So what the issue is with the SRT is where these little nipples, I believe these run to the turbo for cooling. I'm not 100% sure. I can't really remember. But they have these nipples on them. There's one back there. And they leak. They got holes in them, and they leak coolant, so it won't hold coolant. But we're going to delete this whole line. As you see, it's already looped. We're going to delete that whole line, and we should be good to go. Now, I'm not sure. I haven't really investigated the turbo too much to see if it still would require coolant going to it. Not 100% sure. We'll cross that bridge at another time. We are going to work on the SRT4. I know people get really butthurt when they don't see it on the channel. It's coming back to the channel. Right now, what I want to do, though, once again, I want to get both of these cars switched out. I don't know if either one of these will start. This one doesn't even have a battery in it. I don't know if it's in. It might be in the Eclipse. I think I might just have one battery. I can't remember. It's been a couple months since we moved them down here. But what has happened in the past little bit has been crazy. Man, it is. Well, let me get you guys cleaned up here. It's not a lot better, but it's better. So I bought a plethora of parts for the Eclipse. We got a cylinder head. One, and it's a nice painted valve cover. Not going to use it. I like the color royal blue, not the one we're going to use. This is the original turbo here. I've picked up an aftermarket fuel rail. I found another fuel rail. I think either goes to the Eclipse or either the SRT4. I do know it is an aftermarket fuel rail. Picked up another intake that's got all kinds of sensors on it, and it's got an MPX 60mm throttle body. It's blue. Probably not going to use it just because it's not the color that's going to match what I'm going with. I know that's probably stupid, but I want the silver one. Just my way. Here's one of the cylinder heads that I bought. Here's another cylinder head that I bought. That's when I got that block given to me. We have one 420A transmission NVT. It's an NVT 350, but it's a 420A trans. We have 2 NVT 350, and then there's one in the car. So we have 3 NVT 350s, and you know, I'll probably buy another one. Just being honest. And the motor mount that's sagging, he had a solid mount here, and so we picked that up off of him. I do have a nice set of Eagle H-beam and JE pistons with like stupid low miles on them. The transmission blew, the car sat, and they just never did anything with it, so that's why they're so low miles. Normally when I hear that, I'm like, probably not. They're just trying to make them seem like they're better so they can get more money out of them. Skirts have very little wear on them. I may be selling those, not 100% sure yet. Haven't made my mind up. If you're interested in them, though, let me know. I may part with them. Probably looking at like $550 ship because they're in like stupid good condition. Something that they gave me, and I started looking at it. These are actually still a thing. Knology wires. Now, I don't know if I think these were kind of a gimmick more than anything. But for me, kind of nostalgic because back in the day, Super Street, Import Tuner, any of those magazines, there was always a Knology ad. And I always thought their decal looked really cool. I think there might be one on my toolbox. I don't remember. Yeah, right here. Check it out. Knology. So, now, before we go any further, I want to go ahead and tell you what our plan is for anybody that may have missed the video. I've always attempted to build drag cars, and they've never been completed, except the ones that were originally on the channel, the white car and busted. And I'm going to explain to you why that happened and why we're going about it differently this time. And there's another video coming, and I'm going to explain to you a little bit, just about everything. This car right here is in terrible shape. Interior's bad. Like, right now, it is full of water. Check it out, dude. Right down there, it's full of water. And it's got a spider in there. I hate spiders. The seats are gone. Like, it smells. I know it's the water, but it smells really bad. It smells really bad. Like, it's just not in good shape, okay? So, I just kind of felt like be a good drag car candidate. I love drag racing. Something I have a hard time getting back into. I'll explain more about that in the next video, or one of the videos coming up. We are going to drag race this car, okay? We're not SRT4 swapping it or anything crazy. We're going to put a stock block 420A and see how far we can push one, and maybe take the record for the world's fastest stock block 420A in the quarter mile, or eighth mile, or both. I don't know. That's what we're going to do with this car. I want to paint it gloss black. Don't know when any of that's going to happen. So I need to get this thing in the shop so I can get this engine taken out, and then we can start getting everything built. Reason it's full of water, sunroof leaks, and it's just not in good shape, guys. So to me, that says perfect candidate for drag car. Now I got to find somewhere to store the SRT while we work on it, because this thing's not getting sold and it's not sitting out and getting more sun fade. It doesn't need any more sun fade. Mopar paint sucks, and as you can already see up here, it's already starting to get where it wants the sun fade. That is our plan. I have other than a clutch, like a few little parts, I have everything needed to turn this car into a drag car. But it's going to take a little bit. And the reason we're not doing anything really big right off the bat is, and I know I've done it, it's killed numerous projects of mine. And I know I've seen several people on YouTube, man, they come out with this idea and they start to hit the ground running it. It's like, man, this is going to be an awesome channel, and you don't see anything else. We set our goals so big that we just can't achieve them. And then we give up. And that's exactly what happens. And I'm not doing that this time. We're going to start this thing out, and we're going to slowly build on that platform until it is something amazing. That's how you build a drag car, or a race car, or really any project for that matter. It starts as a daily, do a couple mods here, maybe a big mod there, another big mod there, and next thing you know, you have this really awesome car, but you built on it over time. It wasn't, well, it can't leave my shop till it's this amazing thing that it'll never be. Okay? And that's what's killed most of my projects. You know, you sit back and look at it, man, before this thing can even be anything, it's going to take this much money. You get depressed about it. You get down and out about it. Or if you're just building it slow over time, it's not that big a deal. But we're going to have to do something. I don't like it being snot booger green. This ain't the Fast and the Furious car. It ain't none of those things. Don't want it to be. But today, I got to even see if this thing's got a battery in it. Bad thing is, it hasn't, honestly, been sitting here that long. Like, as you do, just, it's not in good shape, guys. The back, ooh, it smells like one of them bathrooms you walk in, there's pee everywhere. I hope nobody's peed in my car. Like, you know, where they didn't even like try to hit the commode or the urinal or any of that stuff. Toilet, I don't know. Is that calling it a commode, is that a southern thing? Not sure. Hey, this has got a battery in it, which is also really bad, because I'm about bet. Yeah, I'm gonna try to start it. You think got coolant in it or nothing? I think it's got some oil in it. I'm not gonna video that, because this is probably gonna go bad. We get everything switched up, and in the next video, we'll be tinkering with some stuff. Catch you guys on the next one. Just want to let you guys know what's up.